And hey everybody, hey, if I drop this right now, or if I drop this, or if I drop these, if I drop any of these things from, then what's going to happen is it will fall. This will fall if I drop it. That's a natural law. That's the law of gravity. And in the world of trading, we really don't have scientific natural laws. There really are none. Trading is not governed by the laws of nature or the laws of science. Psychology is, but trading is not. In today's video, I want to talk about why trading is governed by the laws of probability or probabilistic law, and why that is so exciting and so important and so useful for us, and why it has led me to be mostly a counter-trend trader. That's today's video, and we should roll that footage right now. All right, first and really quickly, what is a natural law? A natural law is an observable law relating to natural phenomena. It means if you can do if-then statements. If this happens, then this happens. If I drop a ball, it will fall to the floor. And if it falls to the floor and it's a certain kind of bouncy ball, it will jump back up and defy the laws of gravity for a short period of time. These natural laws are unchanging. They're governed by physics. You can believe in magic and any other kinds of stuff that you want to believe in, but it's not going to matter. Observable law is observable. You get the idea. It's unchanging and it's forever. So the question is, how does that relate to trading? And we've talked about lots of different trading systems in the last few weeks, but in particular, I want to focus on one that we've discussed, and I want to talk about the differences between natural law and probabilistic law. Most of the time, a currency pair and or a stock will just travel up and down through the market and not really reach any extremes, and it will generally hit its daily pivot. That's the orange line in the middle. It will generally hit the daily pivot, and that's exactly what will usually happen. Occasionally, however, price will go to extremes, and just like we talked about the ball bouncing to the floor or rising to the top, occasionally there will be extremes, and this is an example right here on the chart in front of us. In this example right here, price on the euro fell and hit what we refer to as S3. That's the green level you see right there. This is R3 up above. Now, it's not a full natural law, meaning it's not a complete if-then statement, but I want to call it what I refer to as a probabilistic, we'll just call it a prob law, or a PL. A PL, or a probabilistic law, is that most of the time, more than, let's say, 70% of the time, when this happens, if this happens, then something else happens. And in this case, here's the probabilistic law. When price hits S3, it is going to bounce, like a ball bouncing to the floor and jumping back up. And we've seen this in videos that I've done recently. And the converse is also true, or mostly true, or true most of the time. When price rises to R3, and we'll try to find an example here, and it's not going to happen very often, when price hits R3, it is generally going to bounce off of that like a ball that's been thrown in the air and then must drop or obey the laws of gravity. And look at, it's so rare. Well, it's so absolutely rare. Here's another example of S3 being hit down here, and it does lead to an eventual bounce. But look at that. Look how rare it is for price to rise up to R3. It's so rare, in fact, that you don't find many instances of it. And that's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. Let's do a JPY British pound. Let's do that, because this is the inverse of the British pound Japanese yen, and it's fine. It works in both ways. So in this example here, this is such an awesome example. I'm really glad that we found this one. Price hits R3 and prints this crazy candle pattern that you ordinarily only see on stocks. That exhaustion candle up there. And then price drops from there. It's almost like a natural law. It's almost as if price is obeying some kind of unspoken natural law. But we can't call it that because it's not scientific. It's not the laws of physics. It's a probabilistic law. meaning that more than 75% of the time, if price hits R3, it's going to bounce off of it and drop like gravity is a law. This is more like a probabilistic law. Most of the time, if you don't take out the trash, whoever you live with is going to be unhappy. It's not going to happen every single time. Well, maybe for some of you it will, but most of the time it's going to happen. And a lot of the videos that we're going to do in the next series in 2019, here in January, we're going to talk about probabilistic laws. Because in the world of trading, there are no natural laws. It's not science. It's not physics. It's not the laws of nature. Although some people will have you believe that. It's the laws of probability. And there are big differences between natural law and probabilistic law. But if you know enough about this, the probabilities, then you know enough to trade successfully for a long time. Now, the laws that are natural, that are respecting trading or about trading, they're psychological. And we'll talk about those natural laws of psychology as it pertains to the world of trading as well. But just start off with this. What you're trying to do as a trader is find things that probably will happen when something else occurs. First a trigger, then a probability attached to that trigger. And that's why I love counter trend trading so much, is that it gives me a great probabilistic trigger. When price hits R3, then price drops. And we are, as many of you know, we are building a robot that will trade this automatically. I think it may already be done. Anyway, I'll get an update on that. And when I come back tomorrow, I'll give you an update on how that robot is going. Also, remember, the brand new registration for the program's coming up. I'm not going to bother you with that right now. I'm just going to load you up with tons of awesome stuff over the next couple of weeks. And I'll keep you informed on when the PATH program, when the Get Funded programs open. Stay tuned on your email. If you're not on my email list, stay tuned and subscribed on the YouTube channel. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.